You're listening to Head Vomit. The following episode contains crude, rude, and often offensive content that may feel dirty in your ears. If you're concerned about your ears, please choose carefully when and even if to listen. This podcast is ad-libbed. If you are seeking a libbed podcast, look elsewhere. The views expressed are not necessarily those of the creators.
Ah, 0017, nice to meet you.
Q told me you were the new man in charge here in the auditing office.
Yes, take a seat. I'm just going to get up your file now. So,
Make it quick, I've had a bloody tough week killing pirates in the South Sudan, and I'd rather not do it. Auditing's a pain in the arse.
Yes, well, for king and country, it's all part of the job, isn't it?
I'd rather it wasn't.
Just
I've
like-
killed 17 people this week, and this is more painful than that. So there's been some problems with my expense reports.
Yes, expenses for damaged cars.
Yes, I drive a lot, and people are often trying to kill me, so it ends up with, I end up with quite a few damaged cars. It's all part of the job, isn't it? It's like that bloke with the metal teeth when he was after me and he chomped through that cable car and then he chomped through my exhaust. I mean, you can't expect me to pay for damages incurred while working for Her Majesty's Secret Service, surely.
But you take the cars home, or?
I usually sell them on.
Okay, right, yeah. Just off the record, you get it?
Yeah, I just get a good price, you know, Aston Martin with a damaged rear exhaust, teeth marks in them. Let's say gunshots to the rear view mirror, or a minor damage like that, and I sell them on to interested third parties.
Ah, I see. Well,
Sometimes I just give them away to whatever floozy I'm trying to bed.
okay, I'll just amend this. So, how much would you say, roughly, expenses for damaged cars you'd need to have?
Well, you're looking at more because they're classics, of course. Probably about 300, 400,000 a month.
Okay.
That's on a good month. I mean, if people are really after me, if they really want my blood, then, it can get upwards of $1 million, really.
So, medical bills. These are pretty big.
Well, you can't expect me to go to the NHS, can you? I mean, I get a lot of gunshot wounds, shrapnel, blades, people attack me with a lot of short knives. You know, you get the occasional laser burn. You can't exactly roll into the A&E with, shark wounds in your leg.
Very true. But here I've got a rather exhaustive receipt for a little walk-in service just outside a small island in Hawaii.
You're talking about the STDs. I really can't go into some of this stuff. I mean, like you say, you are an accountant, and it's sort of a, don't ask, don't tell kind of situation with this sort of thing.
All fixed, right?
Yes, I went to the top people,
Right.
so that's all good now.
Okay, so now we've got suit repair, couple of £1,000.
Yep.
Suit repair?
Yeah, well, the same thing. I mean, if somebody attacks you with a knife, they often do tear your suit. Sometimes they get bullets zing past me and graze my shoulder and they rip the jacket. So I have to take them into the finest. I usually go somewhere on the Savile Row. Again, I can't be expected to pay out of my own pocket.
One item here, which you probably should have included on the medical bills section, is the hemorrhoid cream. Shall I move that up to the...
Yes, well, I almost wasn't going to put that on there because, obviously some things a man must pay for himself. But I actually asked M about that, and she had a similar problem, and she said it's fine, just put it on there.
Right.
She understood.
Right.
So yes, I think let's move that onto the medical bills section. It's not exactly job related, but it should fall under the insurance policy, surely.
Let's see what we can do there.
What's wrong with those martinis? Surely I can charge those to the...
Martinis, yes, you can charge drinks. Not in the vast quantity that they are here.
Well, you see, the problem is that I have to frequent a lot of bars. I would look out of place if I was in a bar without a martini. It's the image.
You see, there's a slight problem here, 0017. We have got agents like 0012 and 0024 who, on their missions, they just go and get an orange juice.
Yes, but 0024 was an alcoholic. He's in recovery. You wouldn't expect him to charge martinis. Look, I'm wearing an Armani suit, perfect custom fit, and you want me to drink Stella? It's all part of the job, old boy.
So yeah, a few things here which you haven't declared.
Oh, the declare.
Yeah.
Yes, the declaration part. I often got confused about
You're
that.
not very good at this, are you?
What to say, what to say.
Right, so we've got a Colombian drug lord's private plane.
Yes, well, I was going to return that. Actually, I tried to return that. I came to Heathrow twice.
You flew this plane.
I got landing permission. I climbed out the jet and I said, look, any of you boys know what to do with one of these? And they said, we can't take that jet off your hands. So I did try to hand it back twice to various airport authorities, but you see the problem is I do often need to get places quite quickly, you know, with the suit and the martinis, and the jet fits the image really. So I just thought, why not just keep it?
We take auditing very seriously here.
Of course, yes.
And
Annoyingly so.
Yes, we've stripped the jet. We found a bag of cocaine under the pilot's seat.
Right. Well, I didn't know that was there.
It was open, 0017. The bag was open. Traces of you were all over it. There was your expense card, which you used to cut up the cocaine, and your shoes.
Well, no, you know, there's a bloody good reason for that. Occasionally, when I fly the jet out to certain destinations, the Mediterranean or wherever I happen to be on any given mission,
So
sometimes...
you use this jet still? It's not just a personal keepsake?
Oh no, I use it for missions. Yes, it's completely... I mean, that would probably make it better, wouldn't it?
Is the FAA aware of this?
Picture yourself in my shoes. Oh yes, I'm just going on a bloody secret mission to South Sudan. I'm going to ring the FAA. Oh, hello, Mr. Random Air Traffic Controller who hasn't been screened through any of our processes at all. He's a random civilian. For all I know, he could be one of Goldfinger's agents. And I ring him up and I'm saying, oh, hello, this is 0017. I'm coming to South Sudan. I'm going to land in about 3 hours. I mean, bloody hell, they'd be waiting for me at the airport with AKs, wouldn't they? Think about what you're saying, man.
I have a job to do, 0017.
I know, but balancing the figures is not the same as dodging bullets and hand grenades.
Very true.
We have to be practical about some of these things.
Right, let's move on. I'll see what I can do with this. I'll see what I can do. So, the next thing is, seems like you've spelt it wrong on the form. It's spelt H-O-O-K-A.
Oh, a hooker.
Yes, is that some kind of pipe, some kind of peace pipe or something?
No, it's an Eastern European woman. The funny thing about that is actually she was very, very grateful. So I've kind of been keeping her at my flat in Vauxhall.
You can't keep a human being in your house.
Well, you try telling her that. I've tried to get rid of her several times. You should see the place I took her from, old chap.
Right, I'm going to write this as a hooker pipe, okay?
Yes, that's why I put the A on there. For all intents and purposes for the audit, it's an Arabian pipe.
Right, okay. Well, hooker pipe, that is.
Hooker pipe.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, we've got blood diamonds from that guy's face. Explain.
Yes, well, they weren't... We don't know they were blood diamonds. They could have been responsibly sourced. But, you know, he pissed me off so much. He'd been after me for a while. And he was such a crap villain, you know, that when he died, I thought, right, I'm having that. Because, you know, these villains, they've always got to have some sort of bloody trademark. Diamonds had somehow embedded themselves into his face. I just thought, it's going to waste. You know, someone's going to only bury him and grave rob him later. So I thought, may as well take him and have the diamonds as spoils of war, as it were.
Right.
I don't know if that's... Am I supposed to declare something like that?
You should declare everything, 0017.
Well, I mean, you know, if you work at Starbucks, you get a discount. You know, it's only like me getting a 20% on a latte, so I take some diamonds. I mean, what I do is way more high risk, you know? But if you work it out, as in, say, you know, oh, I'm a Tesco employee and every so often, you know, I take a free banana from the vegetable section or something like that, it's really no different.
Moving on. We have here the gun section. We've
Yes,
got
I
a
shoot
golden
a lot.
gun, 27 Kalashnikovs, 3 PBKs, we've got 5 rocket launchers, and...
Oh yes, the laser-sighted...
sorry, I couldn't read your writing.
Yes.
The laser-sighted shark.
That shark almost killed me a few times. So I sort of brought it home as a pet after I killed the master, because obviously it wasn't the shark's fault. You know, I was doing it to kindness, really. I've got a big shark tank in my flat in Vauxhall, and they share it, the hooker and the laser shark. I think it's a good environment. She feeds it chow.
The thing that bothers me, 0017, is how many rocket launchers does a man need in his own home? On the mission, fine, yes, these are what is required to get the job done. But in your own home, as a keepsake, I think you're a klepto. What's that shiny gold thing in your pocket?
It's a watch.
It looks like a pistol.
Oh no, that's yeah, it is a pistol. It's a pistol. I carry obviously I'm not going to leave a golden gun at home.
You carry a golden gun with you, right?
I carry a golden gun everywhere I go.
Even on your days off?
The days off is when Blofeld usually strikes. Every day I'm on, I never see the guy. As soon as I have a day off and I relax in the country, usually when I've got a fine young lady with me, I'm driving my Aston Martin out in the countryside, all of a sudden I see a white cat, and I think, oh fuck, here we go.
What is this? Scaramanga's left testicle. Explain, 0017.
I'm not sure I can.
That's right, klepto.
I'm not a kleptomaniac. Look,
0017, you are a kleptomaniac.
all practical items.
But you've got a golden gun and I'm letting you off with that, okay? You can keep the golden gun. That's okay.
Okay.
But 27 Kalashnikovs is really pushing my buttons, 0017. Why can't you just have 27 rounds of ammunition for one Kalashnikov?
Because that would involve me reloading 27 times. Sometimes I'll roll from the bedroom, where I have one under my pillow. I'll empty that round into about 5 people. I'll move through the house. I'll roll down the front stairs to the porch. I'll pull another Kalashnikov out of the coat rack, and I'll probably gun butt someone with that, and then blow another few people away. And by that time, someone's coming in the bloody kitchen window. But I've got a Kalashnikov in the cutlery drawer right there. So, they have to be strategically placed. And I know it's hard for you to think like, oh, you're talking about Vauxhall. Nothing ever happens in Vauxhall. Well, that's because you don't hear about it. These Kalashnikovs really are instrumental. I mean, I might not need all 5 rocket launchers, I admit that, but better safe than sorry.
0017, the list goes on and on. We've got Scaramanga's testicle, we've got a bloody bowler hat, we've got metal teeth, and this one I really don't understand. You've got a statue on your front lawn.
Yes.
What's this all about?
I mean, that one, okay, I admit that one's slight pageantry. But it just seemed like such a waste. I mean, she was dead anyway. One crazy bastard was going around covering people in gold. She's only going to get stolen anyway at some point, so I thought I'll put her on the lawn.
0017, you're a bloody kleptomaniac. You're a kleptomaniac, admit it. Admit it now so I can put it on the form, please.
I'm not sure what exactly you want from me.
I want the confession, 0017. Tell me you're a kleptomaniac and this will all go away. Say it, 0017.
I like...
Confess!
I would confess to you, but I'm not going to for 2 reasons. One is that I never really admit any mistakes. It's just part of my character, oh boy. And the second is, you do know that your fake mask has been slipping off for about 20 minutes now. And the fact that you just replied to me in a semi-Russian accent. Usually you Russians are a bit more sneaky than this. Really, an auditor. Auditor. Is that the easiest way you could get into MI6?
I get my transfer from Russia. They get me in because I know the system.
Right, I understand that, but you thought auditing would be the best thing to do to get into MI6. You didn't think you'd become a spy or anything like that. You just thought you'd go straight into the auditing department. This is really awkward now because at one point I do appreciate all the work you've done on my taxes. But right now, I am going to have to kill you. I'm sorry. This is why I keep the gun. Every time. It's my day off. It's my day off today. And this is what you do to me.
You may think that you have the most exciting life in the world, but I tell you, you have no idea what it's like to be an auditor in this world.
Well, do you know what else I don't have an idea what it's like to be? Dead. I wonder what Moneypenny's doing.